See that guy over there? See that seagull? Yeah, my spark is now gone. Hey Cafe crew, it's Colin Smith here, and I have a really interesting video for you guys today. It's not so fun for me, but maybe it's fun for you. I've got some clips and stuff that I'm going to kind of pull together so you can sort of see it happen as it happened. But this morning I went out, I was working on a review for the DJI Spark, and it got taken down by a seagull. Here's the story. Right there, see that seagull? He just took down my spark. So I was flying, I heard this wah wah wah, and then the seagull actually swooped down, and I heard this clop sound. It connected with the spark and boom, straight into the ocean. I've had seagulls swoop at them, but I guess the spark is small enough for them to feel confident to knock it out of the sky. So that's something to be very wary of, which I will be if I'm flying a spark around a seagull in future. I'm definitely going to be very careful because I realize now that it's very, very easy for them to knock it out of the sky. So anyway, plop straight into the ocean. It was gone. And this guy was really aggressive. He was actually swooping at me as well, and attacking me. He was swooping like, 4 feet off the ground and charging at me. It was kind of an interesting, very aggressive seagull. And he's a big one too. So by now, I think it's become apparently obvious that my DJI Spark just got taken down by a seagull. So let me talk about that for a minute. This was a very, very aggressive seagull. Yes, it took down my spark, but it was also attacking me. This seagull came in, it was a big one too. It wasn't small, it was a huge gull. And first of all, it dive bombed me, just kind of swooped in like a lot of seagulls did. But then this one came around, it turned around, made a pass, and then came in, dropped down to like 4 feet, and then just came straight at me, full noise, and I had to actually duck to avoid it, and it went zoom over the top of my head. And then it came around, and then it proceeded to come back at me. So it actually did 4 or 5 passes, and I ended up having to fight it off with my tripod. I'm not kidding. The seagull meant business. So here's the thing, this is no joke. If you look in the Guardian here, here's an article, and this article, How to Survive a Seagull Attack. It's no joke being attacked by a seagull. Pensioners have been hospitalized, blood gushing from cut heads, others have been knocked to the ground, breaking bones, small dogs have bled to death, children's lips have been sliced open, and an elderly man died of a heart attack following a particularly vicious assault in his back garden. News that the Royal Mail has temporarily halted deliveries to an otherwise peaceful Cornish cul-de-sac because of the danger should come as no big surprise. It's happened before. Alright, so a diving herring gull is a missile. Special attack talons on the heel, razor sharp 2-inch beak, 1.4 meter wingspan, more than a kilo of angry bird traveling at 65 kilometers per hour. So these things are pretty aggressive. And to be honest, this is like one of the most aggressive gulls I've seen. Now, I've been around seagulls, my whole life, and I've been swooped at them before and flying drones. I've flown my Phantom, my Inspire 1, and my Mavic, and they've been swooped by gulls and many, many, many times. And usually the way to get rid of them is if you fly horizontally, the gulls are just going to keep chasing you down. But if you gain altitude, then they're just going to leave you alone. So the way to do it is to actually just climb out of it. But here's the thing, with the other ones, it was never a problem. They swooped and just kind of like buzzed my drones, but never connected. So the thing is, with the Spark, I believe that the Spark is small enough that the seagulls are not intimidated by it, and they have no problem connecting. Because this one, you could hear the talons hit the plastic. I'd hear this tack sound, and then boom, the drone went down. If you're flying a Spark, be careful, because these seagulls apparently are not intimidated by a Spark, and they'll take it down, no problem. So I've learned a good lesson today. So anyway, fortunately I have the Fly More bundle, so guys, that's my story of how my drone got taken down by a seagull. So anyway, guys, if you want to see more from me, including tutorials and different vlogs and drone videos and stuff like that, hit that subscribe button right now, become part of the Cafe crew, and every time I upload a video, which is at least once a week, you'll get it and you won't miss out on all my episodes. Check out some of the other ones too on my channel here on YouTube at Photoshop Cafe. And I would really appreciate it if you would subscribe. Also, drop a comment. Let me know, what do you think about this? Have you ever had this happen? Have you been attacked by birds? Has your drone been attacked by birds? Or you as a person, gulls, or any kind of animals or anything like that? Love to know your thoughts about this. And by the way, see that like button, pound that thing into dust. Let's get lots of likes here. I appreciate that, because then the more likes we get, the more chance that people are going to see this video. So thanks for watching, guys. I've got more coming, including my DJI Spark review, and also I'm doing a video on the Spark versus the Mavic Pro, so you want to check that out. So until next time, I'll see you at the cafe.